You can't take it from me! Well, you might, but I will take your lives in penance. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Ark misadventures. And today we are here on Extinction, and I'll be honest with you guys, this is like the third time I think I've like tried to record this because things just keep like not happening right. So we'll see how this one goes. But we're here to use our beautiful Paleo Cacardontosaurus. Look at them. He is gorgeous. I love these things so much. And they're crazy. Like, look at these stats. They're absolutely insane. But today we are here to do some OSDs, because I love OSDs. They're a ton of fun. Now, I had wanted to do a purple one, and that was actually one of the attempts that we did. I thought I saw a meteor starting to come down. And it did not end well. There's something that sometimes happens with the OSDs where the Reaper Kings that can spawn with them will burrow and just get stuck and never come out of the ground again, and that happened to us about halfway through it. So, alas, we had to scrap that footage. But this one here is a red. Sorry, Sauerkraut is being like very rolly and wiggly. I need to figure out a situation for recording with him. Because it's not that he needs more cuddles, because I'm like scratching his belly as we speak, and he's still just like wiggling more. It's like getting him more excited. But, you know, this one is a nice red one though, which is still quite good. They're not as good as purples. Purples are kind of broken, in all honesty. So getting a red will be quite nice. We still have a good shot at some good loot from them, including Rex saddles, Therizin saddles, Allosaur saddles, Spino saddles, some tech blueprints could be really fun as well. Granted, we can't use them. Well, it's a mixed bag. So I was talking about this because we also tried to do the boss fight, and that didn't work out either. We have all the tech runs unlocked because of a server setting, and like I could change it so like a mod would take it away, but I don't really want to use an extra mod just for that setting. Like I don't know. I don't like that at all. So we are just going to use some self-restraint probably with this. But as you see, the levels are pretty high. Like, a level 200 Carno for, like, our levels is very, very high. So, we'll have to, what's the right word? I want to say we'll have to be careful, but really, like, you're seeing the damage of this Cacardontosaur. Like, this thing is built for purple OSDs, so doing a red is going to be a trivial matter, in all honesty. So hopefully we can make this interesting. And hopefully the creatures don't, like, take forever to actually get to us, because that can sometimes happen with these OSDs, and it is super frustrating when that happens. I don't know what was up with him. He broke the shield and it was just like, vibing out. So the way OSDs work is all of them, with the exception of purples, have 6 waves. They have wave 0, which is this one where it's like nothing. Like, don't get used to this. And after that, they'll usually ramp up in difficulty. Like, they'll go up a bit in levels. The level jump varies on the OSD itself, and more creatures will come, and different creatures will come as well. So this is going to be a weird video, because I feel like people are either going to be really interested in this, where it's a just, we're defending the point kind of map, or people are going to kind of check out of this one. And I think that I'm actually glad we're doing a red because of that, because purples can go as long as you want. Purples, the minimum amount of waves you need is 8, which actually, saying that out loud makes me sad, because the one that we failed, we were out in like wave 6. If the Reapers had waited just a little bit more, we could have been fine. Where is this last creature? This is an unfortunate... There it goes. I was going to say, this is an unfortunate downside where sometimes it will register there's a creature, but there is no creature. Or it's just, like, stuck off somewhere. So, yeah. So, let's talk about Cacardontosaurs, too, while we do this, because Cacardontosaurs feel like they were built specifically for OSDs. So, as I talked about way back in the Cacardontosaur... I hesitate to call it a Cacardontosaur taming video, because it was more like we tamed Gigas and a Cacardontosaur. How they have, like, that bloodlust that you have to fill up while you're riding them. They naturally have that in general, and that is why our damage is, like, I want to say slowly scaling up, but it's going up by, like, 100 every point in the meter it goes. And that is, you know, the bloodlust meter. And what that does is it affects our raw damage. And it scales, I want to say, almost up to 3 times. I wish I knew the exact number off the top of my head. But I know Ark Additions starts at about 5,700 damage and ends at just below 1,500 damage once his bloodlust is full. And on top of like the extra damage that we're getting, we also gain bonus healing, which is part of why I'm also like, yeah, these feel like they're built for that, because one of the biggest issues people run into, well, I hesitate to say people because I've never talked to a lot of people, forget their experience with it, but I've run into with purple OSDs in particular, isn't dealing enough damage, it's surviving, because of how big the waves are with such high-level creatures. Like, these guys are, you know, you see level like 278, you know, which is really high for us. Like, when 120 is our max level, and, you know, wild, like, wyverns cap out at 152, that's quite a bit above curve. But the purples seem to sit at about 500, you know, and then there's also a lot stronger creatures. Like I was mentioning, there's, you know, Reaper Kings, there's Rock Drakes, there's, of course, Wyverns, there's Steel Stegosaurs, there's Rexes, there's Enraged Rexes, which those are always fun, which are just Alpha Rexes. Imagine a level 500 Alpha Rex. It's not a good time, especially when they spawn multiple of them at once. You know, you take a ton of damage very easily, especially when it's multiple Alpha Rexes in one wave. And the Additions' natural passive healing is second to none. Like, I can't really think of a creature that can match it that's not a modded creature. And even still, like, the only one that I can think of that comes close is, honestly, the Acro. And it's still better than the Acros. So they're just so good for this. Like, we probably could have done this with just our base Additions. This is just going to be overkill. And I'm all for it. Now, unfortunately, we have to just wait for the game to realize that either the creature is stuck and it has to pathfind, or that it's just not coming. The sulfur hurts. Yep, there he was. And that should do it, right? Next wave? Yes. Let's go. Now, reds are interesting, where it's like, obviously it's difficult, but if I am remembering right, about wave 3, so not this wave, well, I'm already lying. So starting at this wave, wave 2, so the third wave in, Wyverns will start coming in, which is always fun because of how Fire Wyvern's damage works. And about wave 5? Yeah, wave 5 and wave 6, you can spawn Alpha Triceratops, which are a thing exclusive to this. I really wish... I've seen a lot of people actually be like, I wish that was a thing, like Alpha Herbivores. Like, imagine Alpha Therizins. That would be so fun. But they'll come in, and those are also just very fun, because you can get up to 4 in one wave. And when they all come in and boost each other, it can get out of hand pretty quick. But yeah, so this is just going to be a lot more of the same here, in all honesty, with us just chewing through all these guys. Unfortunately, this isn't really going... Am I stuck in the dirt? I'm stuck. Huh. Well, this is not, like, a good situation. I'm not even sure how this happened. And I can't really, like, pull my, like, hop out to, like, take my Additions out of the ground quite yet, because of all the alpha, not the alpha, the corrupted creatures around will just murder ball me so fast. Alright, come here so I can kill you, so I can reset my character. Yes! Come into my jaws. Come, lumbering stego. You're so slow. Come. Yes? Yes? Delicious. It's funny, I had that happen on a stream, actually, with, like, doing rock drakes with this guy. Unfortunately, it's going to reset our bloodlust meter, which is going to take a little bit to fill up, back up again, but thankfully our raw damage is on par on the stegos for, like, a normal Giga. Like, a lot of times you can kind of do these with just a red, specifically, with a fresh imprinted Giga or Additions, as long as you have, like, a halfway decent saddle. So that's why I'm like, this is overkill. Overkill. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do up like the next wave or two, and I'm going to keep recording, obviously, and I'll talk if there's anything exciting, but I'll bring you back for the final 2 waves, I think. So that's a fun thing that happens sometimes, is the wyverns will just kind of like, they lose interest in the OSD itself. They'll just wander off. So sometimes you'll just have like level 200 plus wyverns just floating around the servers. Now, the unfortunate thing that, like, as funny as this is, we have to kind of just wait for the game to kind of realize that that wyvern is not going to come. Oh, there it goes. Okay, apparently I just have to open my fat fucking mouth for it to do shit. Oh, Jesus. All right, this is where it could get fun with, like, the alpha creatures. Like, if it spawns in a bunch of alpha triceratops, that could be fun. But we'll have to see, because it probably won't. It's always like a coin toss. I've had reds where you get like no alpha trikes, and then I've also had ones where you get 7. And oh, yeah, there's 3 already. Okay. Wow, they're so easy to take down. I'm sorry, little ones. I've noticed though, at least it's my theory. I haven't really been able to test it a ton because I never had my big gigas for very long where I could actually do purple OSDs and as such blitz through reds like we are doing. That it's a time-based thing. Yeah, because there's a 4th one. So we could have none next wave, or we could actually get another big wave of them. Because we are just like mulching this wave like really fast. And I kind of thought about it in the last wave while we were doing this. This is this isn't a normal Kakardonster. This is one of the Paleo ones, which the damage is the exact same. Like if you bred your Kakardonster unofficial up to like this is like what you would have. You probably would have more health than I have on mine, because the way the Paleo one works is its melee scales the exact same as a vanilla Kakardontasaur, but its other stats scale like a Rex. So you would have like 32,000 base health already with like 32 points in or something, and we have like 170 points in our health right now. Like I did a lot of mutations to bring them up to 30,000, excuse me, pre-imprint. But the biggest thing I'm getting at is they reduce the drag weight of these guys so they can go into boss arenas, much like the Evo Giga can. Can you imagine a boss fight with these things? That would just be so crazy. Like, imagine, like, the Broodmother. This guy could probably just solo the Broodmother because of all the spiders that she spawns with her. Just stacking up that meter and then just, like, rip her apart. Could be a lot of fun to do. I don't think it's what we will do. We'll probably do it at least once, but not for, the first time we do boss fights. Alright, just one more fellow left. From downtown! Got him. So fucking stupid. How are we doing on health-wise, too? We're looking pretty good. Oh, the other thing I should point out is the server is back on PvE. Like, I switched both of the servers to PvP for taming Kakardontasaurs so we could feed them our own creatures to make it easier on me. But now that we've got our Kakardontasaur, I figured why not put it back to PvE, specifically for these, because on PvP, you can damage the drops yourself, and I probably would have no shot in hell of doing one of these, because I would just eat the drop itself. There would be no helping it. It would just die. So, I figured, fuck it. It's how I want to do things anyways. But I figure that's also worth mentioning so people who aren't, like, playing, like, PvP official try and do something like this, and they're just like, well, why is my drop dead? Or, like, on another server, because I know a lot of people prefer PvP servers just for, like, ease of, like, we can't, like, feed, say, like, baby versions of these Kakardontasaurs to our tames for levels, which is something a lot of people will do, is they'll feed, like, super bred out Giga babies to their creatures to max them out. To just, like, really speed level them. And we can't do that on PvE. PvE, there we go. I kept saying P so much, I got lost in, like, the sauce. But we're basically done here. No enraged trikes. Kind of boring. But this is kind of what I expected, in all honesty. I was really hoping to find another purple. But, yeah. A red still should be good. Like, we should still get some really good loot. And I've noticed the loot tends to scale with the difficulty of the weaves themselves. So, like, the more alphas you get, I feel like the better the loot quality is. There we go. Like, I remember doing a yellow OSD once with a pack of direwolves, got 2 alpha triceratops, and got, like, it was like an Ascendant Aloe blueprint. Well, let's see what we can get. Oh, there's some fun stuff, it looks like. Oh, so much random stuff. We're already way down. No. No. Why? What is so heavy? Oh, it's all these foundations. What? I don't need those. I don't need those. Actually, it would be really nice to keep some of those to, like, grind up for things. Oh, we're fucking way down again. God damn. I saw we got some, hazard gear. That's always, like, very welcome. Yep, more metal. I really want to keep these to grind it up. Oh, wow, we got, like, a lot of hazard right away. Like, we got a helmet, a blueprint, pants, and a chest. So we're actually just missing boots and gloves. This was the other reason I wanted to do it, because this is, like, a way to get really good hazard gear. Like, usually you have to go to the surface of Aberration to get these, and, like, doing it like this is, like, a lot easier, frankly. I'm gonna have to drop those. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to keep those to, like, grind them up for things. Do you have anything? We can take all this home. This all counts as organic polymer, which is super good, too. And honestly, I should actually prioritize the meat. That's what I should be doing right now. I can't really see my way too well. Because we are currently working on a breeding project. I'm sure people can guess. I'm sure people can guess what the breeding project is. That's all I'm gonna say. And, sure, we'll take those too. And, yeah, so that was fucking really easy. I'll be honest. But the biggest thing that's really nice about that too is we get all the stuff that we need for the boss fight, because we need to get, like, corrupted hearts and the wyvern talons. So that's a very nice thing to pick up. Plus, I think we get some element too, like, if I'm not mistaken, and a lot of, like, just good kind of resources. Nothing, unfortunately, is, like, really jumping out. Like, the tech pants are pretty good. You know, especially these ones with, like, 950 durability. That's super good. And, oh, I didn't even see the armor, too. Like, those are crazy good pants. Jesus. They're also crazy expensive. Fucking almost 7,000 metal for a pair of pants. Who would wear those? The answer is me. I probably would wear those. Wow, we actually got no element. Usually you get element, but we got a bunch of black pearls, which is really important for tech stuff. So, overall, pretty solid. A lot of meat. The hazard I'm really excited about, in all honesty. Like, having that allows us to actually explore, like, Aberration and stuff. Oh, there's another drop over there. Let's go see what this one is. Maybe if it's, like, a purple or another red, we'll do it up, and I won't record doing it, but we'll show off the loot. So, yeah, let's check that out. Ah, that's unfortunate. It's a yellow. But, okay. So, I think what I'll do is I might try to reset some of these drops, because there seem to only be able to be 3 OSDs or element veins on the map at a time. So I have to kind of sit here until they actually start and then fly away so they de-render. But why don't we look... I still really want to show off a purple. So let's try and find one, and I'll show a couple waves of it so you can see the difference between the two, and try and show off the loot that we can get from a purple OSD. So let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. You know, I love that I'm just sitting here like, do I really want to, like, do this video? Is it gonna actually be entertaining? Oh, I can't find a purple. Maybe I'll just, like, save this stuff for stream, and then we find a purple. Like, well, alright, I guess the game is deciding for us. You know, I didn't even think about it either when I got this area. This is actually a really good area for purples. Like, it's hard for creatures to get stuck on things. I don't think I've had Reapers burrow and be an issue here. So that's how you know it's going to be, like, an issue this time around. But, alright. Let's get the party started. Oh, jeez, there's so many wyverns. You can honestly even already see, like, we're already at max bloodlust, and we're still not one-shotting a lot of these creatures. You can just see how high their levels are, too, up top there. Like, 495. Whatever it was that we just killed there. Also, there are just corrupted Triceratops, which are actually a big issue, believe it or not. So there's a weird bug with the corrupted Triceratops where if they like do their like rev up charge attack, they will continuously hit whatever they're hitting. Usually it like, because it's meant to like stop on the first thing, like the first dinosaur it comes in, that attack that he's doing right there, where he like puts his head down and charges, because it's meant to stop on like the first dinosaur that they hit. Like you can actually use it with the normal Triceratops to harvest thatch actually, which is really good early game. But if they clip the drop with it, they deal so much damage to the drop. It's actually ridiculous. Like, I've had them deal like 20,000 damage by themselves to the drop. And that's with, like, you know, some big hitters, like these rock drakes. Wow, that rock drake lived. I can't believe that one. Up here are the really fun fellas. So come the third wave, Reaper King starts spawning, and like I've mentioned in the first wave, not wave, OSD that we did, they can burrow, and that can become a big issue if they burrow and just refuse to come out of the ground. So they are one that you've got to prioritize. Plus this acid blood is super annoying, and then they also have a tail whip, which is fucking really obnoxious because it can like sometimes just displace you really badly. And when you have like a lot of big hitters, it's not really what you want to be. You know, actually, like as I'm saying this, I'm really surprised they didn't add corrupted gigas into these OSDs. Be it that they didn't give the corrupted gigas the bleed of the normal giga, I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't do that. Okay, this is where the fun really starts. So wave 4, or at least when it says 4, so this is technically wave 5, is when the corrupted Rexes start coming in, as you can see here by this big old bitch. And see how many bites it takes. We're up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 to take this fucker down. And we have 2. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, Jesus, the Reapers. Goddamn Reapers. Oh, jeez. This is where it gets, like, really hectic. As you can see, I actually don't like being here because of the blood of the Reaper. Okay, there goes the Rex. Oh, jeez. And it's where it's actually a good point to bring up something else with the Carcharodontosaur that I have neglected to mention, and that's like how I talked up and down about how great their healing is, and their healing is fantastic. It's amazing, and it's the reason we can do this so low, because when I used to do this with Gigas that I bred out that had like 10,000 damage, or at least very similar damage to our Carcharodontosaur, I would have to bring like 5 of them and keep a mate-boosted pair around at all times to like maintain like health to actually do this. But the Carcharodontosaur, as you can see, we're full health. What we're not full of is food. Unfortunately, the healing takes a huge toll on the Carcharodontosaur's food stat. So I actually almost did food mutation specifically for that reason. And it is like the one thing I might revisit on our Carcharodontosaurs. There we go. I think we're pretty good. As you see, our food has like taking a massive hit. So if you're doing this with Carcharodontosaurs, you're going to have to like occasionally stop and just force feed it food. Especially dependent on how strong the waves are, because I have had waves where we get 5 enraged Rexes like that, and those are fun, but those are brutal waves. Thankfully, from my experience, and obviously it's my experience, not fact, you usually don't get corrupted Rexes every wave. It kind of is like an every other wave. But that usually means they throw like 4 or 5 at you in a wave. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Oh, okay, there we I was about to say, like, I think we're getting away without enough. Oh, wait, there's 3 of them. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, you need to die as soon as... Oh, you're already boosted. Oh, this could get hairy. Oh, especially with the acid. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's 1 enraged Rex down at least. Oh, and we need to get on the drop, too. Oh, jeez. There we go. Please don't crash on me, game. I know there's a lot of effects going on right now. Can I turn? Yes? Okay. This is one of, like, the bad situations, honestly, where it's like, because these guys are double boosting everything around us, we're actually taking damage. And we're taking quite a bit of damage up there. Like, that's actually pretty impressive that it's going through our healing the way it is. Okay. Okay, Rage Rexes are down. Oh, jeez. But you hate whenever it's like that, where it's like, there's so much stuff on the drop that you have to get to the drop, but you have to bring the alphas. Oh, Jesus, is it on fucking fire? That's not a good sign. Yeah, that is a really bad sign. Usually it only lights on fire if it's, like, below, like, a third, so we might actually end this early, given that that is the case. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Thankfully, I believe it's after wave 7 we can end it, so the next wave, once we clear it, we can end the wave. So we only have to technically clear 2 more, and we should be okay. So fingers crossed that we actually can make it that far. I forgot how rough these are. Oh my god. Look at how low our food got. Oh, well, my theory is out the window. I see an Enraged Rex over there. Oh, and there's one right there. Fantastic. Okay, you need to go away. Go away. Be gone. This is the last thing I need, is you right here by the drop. Okay, where's the other one? Oh, this is... please don't shove me. That's not what I need right now. Okay. We're burning and we're slowed. Yes, on me, instead of the drop. Por favor. There's another Rex. I don't know if we're making this one. Like, it got too low from when the Rexes came earlier. I think we accidentally got it so where the Alpha Rexes were biting the drop itself and weren't just on me. I think that's what happened here. So we're gonna have to see, hopefully. Please kill faster. Never did I think I would say that with these fucking beast Carcharodontosaurs, that I need to kill faster. Because, like, we kill so fast as it is. Okay. Okay, freed. Clear. God, I hate the corrupted Stegos. They take so much abuse before they go down. Nope, 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 no charging. I'm honestly wondering if a trike accidentally hit it too, with, like, its charge attack. Because that could explain why we had just, like, a huge chunk of it just taken out. Or it is, like I said, I accidentally got too close with the, when I was kiting the corrupted Rexes earlier. Oh, well. Alright, next wave already. Jeez, my food is half. Okay. We might be okay. It's gonna be a close call. If we can get a wave without alphas, I'm very oh, well, there's one already. Actually, that's really good. Actually, where he's coming in, we can probably just get him before he gets to the drop and kind of body block him like this to keep him away from the other creatures, potentially. Nice. Okay. They're kind of all funneling in from one side, which is also good for us. That means we can kind of sit in one spot and just kind of, like, bottleneck them as best as we can, at least. I can't really tell what's going on this acid. Oh, my god damn. The Reaper Kings are really brutal, because not only is that blood super annoying, because it blocks your visibility, and they can do that to you, but they also can just slow you down with their poison from their tail, too. Alright, we need to get over here. Okay. Por favor. I want the loot! You can't take it from me! Well, you might, but I will take your lives in penance. Are we alright? If that Stego is the last one, I'm gonna have to kite it. 2 left. Okay. I see the other one. It's that Triceratops over there, I think. Okay. I think, as much as my greed compels me, let's just end this. So, once we hit enough, you can just go up to it, hold down, and end OSD defense. Whew. That was very touch and go for a bit there. I really was nervous. The Carcharodontosaur did fucking amazing. in all honesty. Like, he did fantastic. Exactly what they're bred for. Where's my wyvern? Because I'm gonna have to A, get rid of that spider, and then B, probably throw stuff onto the wyvern. Yeah, and you are gonna come over. I can't believe how much that lightning I have to throw into this. Like, for record, the wyvern does enough damage with its lightning to 4-round gigas, I want to say. But, okay, yeah, this is why we want to do that. Let's drop some of the junk. But, like, I can already see we got a really good Allo blueprint, which I'm very excited about because of how much I love Allosaurs. So let's get rid of... Look at it! Look at it! Oh! Oh! I'm so happy! So the reason I'm super excited about this is there's a creature with Ark... Oh, I'm too excited to think. Fuck. Okay, breathe. With the mod that adds the acro and stuff, I actually just can't think of the name right now. Garuga's mod. It adds in the Helicoprion, which is like a buzzsaw shark that can convert items that are not crafted into blueprints. So we technically could tame up some Helicoprions and convert this into a blueprint, which would be so good. Outside of that, we got, these are useless, but this Untameables saddle is super good. Like 109, and this Allo saddle is also crazy good. And then these are just really good flak legs. Like, that durability is insane. Mana saddle, I didn't even see that. That's fantastic with our mana too that we just did. Crazy good riot gear. And these tech boots are really good too. So that was really good. Like, super worth. And the best part of it that I actually haven't really talked about a lot yet, at least I don't know if I have. We've been recording for a while now, so there's a chance I probably have. Is that the let me just pick you up, buddy. Oh, I don't have any soul balls because they're all on you. Is that is the lowest quality loot that we can get. So the way the loot in purples works is that once you finish it, like once you hit that point where you can cash out like we did, the more waves you do, the better the loot gets. So you can get incredible quality stuff, and it's part of why I really want to do purple OSDs. But I'll definitely have to rethink my strategy because that kind of took a beating. Maybe I do need a second Kakarodontosaur and like kind of like hop between the two to keep the bloodlust up. I had to do that before. It's kind of annoying, but we'll have to see. But I think that will wrap up this episode for today. I have a lot of raw footage to work through. Hopefully this is exciting for people. Like I said, I know OSDs aren't always the most engaging thing for some people, but yeah, a nice change of pace, and I'm really excited to kind of just farm all of these guys out and just get a bunch of good things. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. And until then, peace!